Welcome to another episode of the Ranger CNC build. This video is going to be a little bit different than what the other ones have been. And the reason that is because we've changed things a lot. So wanted to jump in here at this point in the video and or in the build series and tell you what's going on and what to expect from this video forward. So yes, Ranger CNC, as you could see in the intro video and all that stuff, it's a full machine and it was running and operating. As you can see behind me, it's no longer a full machine in operating. What has happened is that I filmed everything for the whole build series, and as I started using the machine, there was just a few bits that I wasn't happy with, and I wanted to make some changes. The main thing that I wanted to change was the belt drive. So in that intro video, you can see on the X gantry that the Z and all that is driven by belts, and those are now gone. I think realistically what it was is I loved the belt drive. I thought it was a great thing to use for it. I wasn't expecting the gantry to have as much mass as it really does. And so what was happening is that even when I would get the belts nice and tight for the Y and the X, there was still too much movement in there in the system. So I went ahead and I actually looked at changing things up a little bit and moving it to a Bell-Everman drive system. So if you're not familiar with what a Bell-Everman drive is, this is what the Bob CNC KL series machines were using. It wasn't going to work for the Ranger CNC the way that I had designed it, with the motors and all that in the gantry plates and such. So from there, I went ahead and made the decision, we're doing ball screws. So unfortunately, it wasn't just a decision of, hey, let's just put ball screws on this thing. It's been a significant redesign of just about every part. And the table section, as you've seen in the last couple videos for the build series, none of that changes. You're building the table the exact same way. It's the gantry that's different, and that's where we're at in the build process of build series. So from here on forward, what you're gonna see is you're gonna see the build of the new style gantry here with the ball screws, but intermixed in there, since I had everything already filmed for the whole rest of the build, there's some parts that aren't going to change enough that warranted it to be refilmed and all that. For instance, the router mounts and stuff like that. So you may still see in this build series, you may still see the belt driven machine in the background of it or in parts of it or what have you. But overall, it's just because it didn't matter for where we're at in the build process. Also, before I forget, there is one change to things that you may hear in those earlier videos. Well, you're definitely going to hear it in those earlier videos, is the 5x4 table. I've decided not to offer those plans out any longer, and it is due to the ball screws. So just to give you an idea here, a 1500 millimeter ball screw, which would be what you're going to use for a 4 foot by 4 foot machine, is about $100 right now. The 1800 millimeter that you would need for a 4 foot by 5 foot machine, like the one that I've been building, is almost $300. So in an effort to keep the cost down a little bit, I've decided we're just going to eliminate the 5x4. On this machine that I'm going to be showing you here in the build series, which is a 5x4. I actually bought 2000 millimeter ball screws, which stick out quite far. And I'm going to have to make some changes on my own machine to accommodate for that. But the 2000 millimeter ball screws were $101. So it was, I could buy all 3 lead screws for the machine for less than what it cost for one of 1800 millimeter ball screws. So we're going to just go ahead and eliminate the 5x4. And, if you want to try to figure that out or make a bigger one, more power to you. But I'm not gonna be supporting that one. So in for future videos. So if you do hear me talk about it being a 5x4, it's because it's this particular one, but we're not going to be doing that down the road. So here we go. Let's get it moving, and we'll get this wonderful machine operating again. Really excited for it, and keep on building. So thanks for joining me in here for this. I want it to be a fantastic machine, and it was this close. It was this close to where I wanted it to be, but it wasn't there. So with the ball screws and all that, it's going to be there. So let's get this built, and we'll start cutting and having a great time. So thanks for watching, and we're looking forward to talking to everybody and having a great time building these wonderful machines. Until then, we'll see you next time. Stay tuned for the next episode where we're building the gantries for the Ranger CNC. Take care.